Hello my dear Digimon figure fans, this is Mega881000 again with another review video which I will have uploaded under my own section of this edition video series. I already started reviewing the simpler model kit figures like Paildramon and BlackWarGreymon, and also the two other of the better model kit figure series like XV-Mon and Paildramon. In my those model kits from the better and from the simpler series of Digimon Adventure 2 model kits 02, yeah, in my self-named smaller sub-edition video series, and ask you directly in the videos about the XV-Mon and the Paildramon figures of this better model kit series to express your own suggestions in the comments which figures especially you want to have reviewed again under the somewhat simpler edition video series. And you still can write me your suggestions, can still do this. As mentioned in Paildramon's video, I put making videos for the smaller edition video series on hold for some time now, because I had my hands full with creating this retrospective review video series about the Bandai Tamashii D-Arts SH Figure-Arts Digimon Collectors action figures. Yeah, there are also still some more retrospective reviews in my channel to come, but from my point of view, those are all finished. And because there are sadly no new announcements by Bandai so far, I won't be able to make so many new videos in the near future. So I will show this edition video series some more love again to fill the upcoming gap. And so I will pick out one or the other Digimon figure that I think you might be interested in seeing a real on-camera video about again. That's why, and how you could already see along this far too long intro here, we are moving on to the next or third and at the same time sadly last release of the better Bandai Digimon Adventure 02 model kit figure series, Black WarGreymon. Yeah. With this, I also would have reviewed all Digimon Adventure 02 and also 1 model kits which I personally own in a better video. And in order to be able to finish this with a certain order, I have now picked out Black WarGreymon, so that was again my own choice, like Paildramon, and not a request. Yeah, but yeah, to finish it in a, yeah, like I said, in a certain order, it was the last of the better model kit figure series. So yeah, have to review it in this sense as well. Yeah. As I said in the last video, I will try to keep this review about this old Black WarGreymon Model Kit figure shorter and not make such detailed comparisons between the better and the simpler model kits again, and because the clearly better Figure-rise standard anime design Black WarGreymon Kit exists now. That's the big difference between him and XV-Mon and Paildramon. We have a new figure, model kit figure of Black WarGreymon. Yeah. So much for the far too long intro here, I'm sorry. Yeah, first of all, I want to show you the box. like we done in this edition video series. Yeah. And by the way, thanks to me, my figure also got some additional paint apps, which this old Black WarGreymon Model Kit figure wouldn't has in its original condition. Also the product images, you will see it soon, and you also see it on the front image there. Product images on the box showing the figure with more paint apps. Yeah. Which the original condition wouldn't has. And yeah, so thanks to my additional paint apps, I give him, mine looks similar to the figure shown on the box, thanks to my custom paint job. So keep that in mind again. As I mentioned shortly in Paildramon's review, for me the old Black WarGreymon is the worst of the 3 model kits of the Spatter series, mainly due to the lack of many paint apps or colored ports, for which Bandai even did not took stickers into account, but we will coming to that later. Yeah. And as you can see yourself, this model kit was made by Bandai Japan in the year 2000, like the others from Adventure 02 of the Spatter and also the simpler Model Kit series. Yeah. This is the front of the box. The boxes are very similar of this, yeah, 3 better Model Kit figures of Adventure 02. But yeah, the design is adapted to the content inside, so here we have all adapted to Black WarGreymon's character. Here you see the 03 for the 3rd release. Yeah. On the right side we have the other 2 of the series again advertised. We have this again such an image with the figure with an effect for firing an attack technique. We have another product shot here, and yeah, on the other side we have product shots of the Black WarGreymon Model Kit from different angles, as you can see. Yeah. Unfortunately, they only made 3 figures for this better Model Kit series of Adventure 02. Yeah. The button and the lid has the same design, as you can see. And we looking at the back side of the box as well, because I think it's quite interesting to see this again. We have again, like with the other of the better Model Kit series, a lot of character information and bio and Black WarGreymon's evolution forms, though that's not entirely right, said at least what the anime concerns, because Black WarGreymon was artificially created by Articulation from 100 black towers and her hair. Yeah, not much about that. But which is more important is that this picture not showing further available figures, because the only characters who got a figure under the Spatter Model Kit series are, like I showed you before, Paildramon and XV-Mon. Funnily enough, and unusual for Bandai, they not made a repaint of this Black WarGreymon Model Kit as a normal WarGreymon. No, they not done this for the series. I just wanted to mention this again, so you're not getting confused by this picture. There was always so much printed on the Japanese boxes in sense of pictures of the character information and so on. Yeah, I think that should be it for the box, and we're looking having a better look on the figure here. With a rotation, and I also have to tell you, his windshield attachments are not in the original condition anymore. They're falling off very easily. You will see it because he will demonstrate it very often during this review. Yeah. And I also want to tell you why. That's because they broke away and I have to shorten this original pack and match it to the connection holes again, not using glue because for display use the windshield just stays on without gluing. Yeah, keep them a bit movable, but it will happen, I think. You will see, you will discover everything. Yeah. And I also have to mention, we're doing close-ups now, but I also have to mention that I broke off his feet, his right foot. Yeah, as I demonstrated the articulation in the German video version of this video, yeah, and it just breaks off. I just glued it back again, but so I can't show you anymore so much things here with feet articulation. Yeah, because I forgotten that the foot once broke off. Yeah, and I done too much. I moved too much and yeah, it was off again. So, but not wasting any more time here, I have to explain this. Yeah, and he demonstrates it already, throwing away his windshield. It's really annoying, but it's also easy to reattach. Yeah, so look at the windshield. I won't put it on for the close-ups again if he will lose it. Yeah, it's his fault. So that you get a impression of the colors. There we go. Close-ups on the head. This was the Black WarGreymon Model Kit figure from the year 2000. So, and I provided some things, so we should start doing the rest and the main thing of this video, for this video. There! That would have been the box, and this was the contents of the box. A model kit figure of Black WarGreymon. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, and why I do call this the better model kit figure series? Simply because they were better. They were more advanced and improved over the model kit figures of the more simpler series. Firstly because the better ones had more joints, better articulation, had built-in joints and joint sockets, which I also want to show you quick in the instructions again. Yeah, you have these built-in joints, also those sockets there. Yeah. The simpler ones had not such joints. And yeah, those are those built-in softer rubber joint pieces inside the body. which I showed you in the instructions. In compare simpler Paildramon, for example, only the head and the arms were articulated, lower body sections no joints. Better ones consisted of more parts and were bigger, as you can see. Parts of the Better Model Kit series were bigger and bulkier from the general proportions and more detailed, had a better overall sculpt. Parts are more completely filled out and molded correctly all around, in compare to XV-Mon, for example. Some of the simpler ones had much of those bigger gaps, big gaps, not filled out parts on their back sections. Yeah, like XV-Mon here. Here on Black WarGreymon, only feet and rear side of the front shield are actually not filled out. There we have it. And the front shield from the back. But yeah, overall WarGreymon is in this point of view the best. He has the most complete look, so to say. Complete sculpted parts. Man, that annoys me much. But there we go. I have to be additional carefully with his right foot now, not to break this again. Yeah, the better ones had bigger boxes. Also, quick compare with Paildramon's box, you can see this. Parts of the Better Model Kit series. Oh no, sorry. Real instruction sheet for assembly was included for the better ones I showed you before. The Black WarGreymon instruction sheet. Yeah. Simpler ones, the instructions were just printed in the insides of the boxes. In this approximate upright standing pose, Black WarGreymon measures about 5.1 inches or just a bit over 13 centimeters, measured from the ground to the top of his middle horn. He's slightly taller than XV-Mon and about the same size as Paildramon. Model Kit Figure series, or the Model Kit figures of the simpler series, were circa 4.3 inches or about 11 centimeters. As you can see, they are smaller. Yeah. Like shortly mentioned before. Also in terms of modeling sculpt, the model kits of the Better series have a much better overall sculpt. All of these details are better formed, molded. Everything is much more detailed than in comparison to Paildramon, where everything looks simpler and a bit more roughly proportioned. On the better ones, it is all the muscles, body much more defined, more natural looking, and armor parts are more detailed. You know what I mean? I think you can see what I mean. They were just simpler, and those were more improved, those better ones. Yeah. It's also hinted on the simpler ones, but here with the Better Model Kit figures it was on a completely different level, and you can see for yourself how many sculpted details are obvious on those various body parts and armor parts here. Yeah, but again, especially for old Black WarGreymon Kit compared to the new Figure-rise anime design Black WarGreymon Kit, the new one sculpt is of course much better than this. Yeah, and I also want to show you the more simpler thing with the joints. The simpler model kits not have those built-in joints, they just had recesses adapted to the ball joint of the body ports, and there we go. We would have this difference again. Yeah, I would put it this way. These better ones were already more in the style of these new Figure-rise standard model kit figures. The Digimon section in a slightly simpler form, they corresponded more to the figure style of these new ones. Though of course the new Figure-rise Digimon are much more articulated and better sculpted, yeah. But in compared to these simpler model kit figures, those from the better series were much more further improved. Many points of view, though those and the simpler ones were all released in the same year. Which is a bit strange, but that's the way how it is. Another feature why they are better, especially to see on Paildramon and XV-Mon, for example, that our parts are all already molded in these correct colors or molded from these right colored runners. That in contrary what I showed you always with the simpler model kit figures in the original condition. This is always much simpler with them, but I won't show you this again. I showed you this very detailed in Paildramon's video, so if you want to learn and see more about that, watch this video if you've not done this. Yeah. For the old black kit here, however, this with the correct colors is less true, as there are a lot of colored parts missing, for which simply more right colored runners and additional parts would have been required, for which they also took no additional stickers into account. As I mentioned before, that's why for me the Black WarGreymon Kit is the worst of those three in this better series. Somehow it's getting really obvious that Bandai saved much here, because they had to make less right colored runners and parts, because Black WarGreymon is mainly just black in general. Yeah, skin-like armor. Though we do have a nice difference between the black color tones for the skin and armor, similar how they done it for the new Figure-rise Black WarGreymon Model Kit Figure. They done it different for it, but it's comparable. Means for the old one we have a runner molded of shiny black plastic for the real skin parts, and additional slightly different anthracite colored runner for the parts of the armor, which is very nice. But Bandai then only made a plastic grey runner for parts for his front armor, which is also a really cheap and ugly looking grey plastic color, and that's it. It might be looking better because beaming it with light, but in real daylight this is a awful grey color. Cheap looking color. The yellow components on the other hand were only created with stickers or were left out and completely in the wrong colors. Yeah, and I have to say the XV-Mon figure also consisted only of 2 different colored runners, but it works for XV-Mon because he is mainly blue and white, right? And this is a difference to the Black WarGreymon Kit. I will explain it to you. Yeah. With generally only 3 different colored runners was not much more possible for him, but it could have been much better with at least one more 4th yellow colored runner. Even if this kit was originally intended to be a kid's toy, it was still very weak from Bandai for the time already, in my opinion. And before you say, hey, what he is complaining about here, he has all the yellow colored components, so yeah, what he means? Yeah, so I want to explain you about what I complained. Yes, mine has all of these yellow components, but that's only thanks to my custom paint shop, which, by the way, was very sloppy executed back then. And yeah, Bandai also gave us some yellow stickers, but in its original condition the figure would has very less of those yellow paint apps, because yellow stickers for the corresponding components we only got for the front shield, shin armor, chest armor details, and shoulder spikes. And of course the obligatory stickers for the eyes, yes. But by the way, those eye stickers are very less detailed, missing those, yeah, white highlighting spots. The others have also, in this view, he is very inferior to the other two of the better series. Yeah. But all other yellow components or paint apps such as hair, side horn details on the shoulders and the back, yellow details, and shin armor attachments on the back section, he has only thanks to my customizing, and those would just be ugly plastic gray, colored in the original condition. The ones on the back would be just black, anthracite like the rest. I think you can also see this in the different yellow tones of my sloppy applied paint layer and the yellow sticker color. I think you can see the difference of my works and the stickers. Yeah. Also the front sticker details are a bit damaged over the time. Yeah. So we have clarified that, and because of these only few colored runners, this kit from the better series actually looks and feels more like being such a model kit figure from the simpler series in terms of coloring and different colored parts. Of course, I also gave mine a few paint apps more for the thumb and feet claws, for the buckles of the Digimon killer straps there, the thumb claw, feet claws you see, and the side horn paint apps. Yeah, and also those paint apps I gave the Digimon killers. Even if the matte white should be a more of a grey for the claws, but well, it's like I done it back then. Yeah, but at least he got more paint apps. He is not in his original condition anymore. I told you always that the simpler kits cost 300 yen. We can also do the proving again with Paildramon's box. There we have the 300 yen price. Yeah, unfortunately there is no yen price printed here on the boxes of the better kits, which is actually unusual for Bandai, but due to this I can tell you what retail price the better kits originally had back then. However, they were certainly a bit more expensive than 300 yen because they were better and consisted of more parts. Yeah. For the previously mentioned negative reasons, I unfortunately cannot say the same about the old Black WarGreymon kit As I said, in contrary about his other two line mates. No, though this Black WarGreymon kit was the only kit of Black WarGreymon character back then, but it was not the best Black WarGreymon figure due to the rather poor and cheap overall color scheme, and for Japan the real Black WarGreymon action figure was for sure the better choice paint job wise. And gladfully, with the new Figure-rise anime designed Black WarGreymon Model Kit, there is now a new better alternative existing, and you don't have to chase after this old Black WarGreymon kit at not reasonable eBay scalpers prices, or to be sad about not getting it. Because even without giving the new Figure-rise Black WarGreymon kit more paint apps, it is already much better in its original state than in compare this old kit ever was. As mentioned before in the official product images on the box, the figures are shown with more paint apps and looking better, so all product images not showing the figure's original condition. As I said in Paildramon's review, this was supposed to be a suggestion by Bandai to embellish these model kit figures with a few more better colors or complete customizing it, which was actually most necessary with the Black WarGreymon kit. But compared to the simpler ones, where much more colors were wrong and missing, the two better ones were quite an improvement, even in their original condition already. But again, this applies less to the old Black WarGreymon kit. The reasons for this we had detailed before. Unfortunately, the previously mentioned built-in joints are no longer quite as tight, because they are made of the softer rubber-like material and therefore had become a bit brittle over the time, and most of them are also partially torn, which is why they no longer as tight and not holding the figure set poses so well anymore, and making the whole figure pretty much shaky. After 24 years, that is the little flaw or issue about this joint design and how they made it. As a result, he barely holds the set poses. However, when everything was tighter, it was pretty good. But for Black WarGreymon, I have to say it's not as bad like it got for Paildramon and XV-Mon, because I think his joints are still in a better condition. They are not damaged, like in contrary of those are damaged. Yeah. Of course, I will also demonstrate carefully the articulation with articulation demonstration. And I think with that you also can see some of those gray colored built-in joint pieces. I think you will see them a bit on the various connections, which are resulting better joints. Yeah. I don't know if the Brave Shield was rotate-able in its original condition. I can't remember. Now it's a bit rotate-able due to my repair works, and if it falls off, don't care about. Also, another fact why WarGreymon was so much simpler against his two other line mates of the better series is his head articulation. He has nearly almost no head articulation. That's all you can get. No rotation, nothing. It's just that. And that's just bad. Yeah. For the upper body we have a waist swivel. Can rotate the wrist. He can raise his arms on the ball joints like this. 360 would be also possible. We have a kind of slightly bent, more a swivel For the elbow, nothing more. Those side skirt shields are on hinges to get them out of the pose. The front shield is almost not articulated. The legs are, he can spread his legs this far on the ball joints. Due to the ball joint, they are also a bit rotatable. Angle how you wish them. Thing again, he can kick forwards. Not pretty much, actually. That's what you get. We have knee bend like this. It's pretty much good. He can kick back like this. And I just don't show you the foot articulation. Not as much. They are connected to this. There we have such a socket joint. There goes a ball pack in. And on this ball pack, the foot or feet are, yeah, you can angle them how they go, how far it goes, and rotate, bit of up and down movements. Ankle tiltage would be there, but I won't show you so much because I am afraid to break the left feet as well. So yeah, I think that was with articulation demonstration. The new kit is much better in this. Many views. This is just outdated. Get the new kit if you want the today's Black WarGreymon Model Kit figure. Yeah. He was more like an action figure than in contrary these model kit figures of the simpler model kit series ever been before. Just like mentioned right before, it's more like an action figure. So for model kit figures for that time, they were incredibly good, articulated. Sadly they made only 3, that's the little downside about. But here again, the new Figure-rise anime design Black WarGreymon Model Kit figure has better articulation than the old one. I said it already. In any case, reasonably good model kit figure of the Black WarGreymon character and the only existing one for that time. What's bad is the big number of missing paint apps in the original state due to the lack of more different colored runners, which making this figure look less good. Nevertheless, a better and more detailed figure of this character than the action figure of Black WarGreymon from the past, which I can show you because I don't have it, but I can show you my extremely customized normal WarGreymon action feature figure. Yeah, this he was able to beat because there was a repaint existing as Black WarGreymon. Yeah, but in my opinion this kit was nothing more. XV-Mon and Paildramon were definitely the 2 better releases in the series, and luckily there is now a much better alternative for this old Black WarGreymon kit existing thanks to the Figure-rise Black WarGreymon kit exists now. Yeah. And for comparison, I also can show you some of the other matching 02 action feature figures, like Aquilomon, Ankylomon, Armadillomon, Hawkmon, to see how they are looking together also again. Flamedramon and Raydramon and also Magnamon, to see some of them And you can see that these better model kit figures and also the simpler ones were much bigger than those 2.5 inch or 5 centimeters tall action feature figures, which were much smaller in compare. And yeah, in this case those model kits were all better, I think. Alone what the size concerns, the bigger sizes. So, and the bigger and best action figures of Black WarGreymon and WarGreymon back then, I also want to show you with this compare here. The D-Real, the Japanese D-Real Black WarGreymon action figure and the normal version of it, D-Real WarGreymon, to see how they are looking together, and that's what I meant before. I think this figure was better than this model kit. Yeah, he can beat the D-Real Black WarGreymon figure, in my opinion. Yeah, and I also can show you I can't show you the prehistoric, the Jurassic figures, digivolving figures of WarGreymon or Black WarGreymon, because I don't have them, but I can at least show you the back then new transforming Black Agumon, Black WarGreymon by Bandai Tamashii from the, yeah, Shoshinka Tamashii or Digivolving Spirit series, to see how they are looking together. Yeah. His two line mates I won't show you again. But for the newer ones I will show you him with one of the Figure-rise anime design Digimon model kits. Magnamon here, to see how they are looking together. And I also want to show you the new anime design Black WarGreymon Kit on the box. Yeah, I already finished him, assembling him, but there will be videos about, and yeah, I won't show him before, so you're not getting confused about that. And yeah, this is how it looks from the sculpt. It's very much better there, and those videos are, I think that will be some time passing until those videos are coming, so that's why I won't show you the real figure before. Yeah, and also for the, I also want to show you the original Bandai Tamashii, the Black WarGreymon, to see how they are looking together. And because also of this figure was a repaint existing as the Black WarGreymon collector's action figure, which would have been better than this old model kit figure, but we rather shouldn't talk about his prices. Yeah, and so we are done with the comparisons. Yeah, as I mentioned at the beginning, you are welcome to write me in the comments your suggestions, which figures you would like to see reviewed again under this smaller edition video series. Maybe also mainly these figures where I made these very simple videos about and which never got such a better video before. Just write it in the comments below which you would like to have reviewed again in this form. I am very open for your personal requests and suggestions, because I would like to involve you a bit more as my viewers and subscribers, at least for this edition video series. Yes, and I think I will end this video now because I think I have said everything about this Black WarGreymon Model Kit figure. Now, that's it. And it got very long anyways. I saying goodbye to you and thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the thumbs up button. And if you like my channel, please feel free to subscribe to it. I do appreciate all of this. Until the next video, your Mega 88 1000.